My name is Shamika. I bring you this channel to inspire you if you don't know me. I am an educator. I've been a teacher for over 15 years, teaching, um, and I love it. I bring you this channel to inspire you to be different, to challenge you to think differently, and to think out the box. And if you already think out the box and think differently, such as myself, I applaud you and I encourage you to keep thinking outside the box. Because God did not make us to be the same as the next person. We are all different. We are all beautiful. We are all unique and special in our own ways, in our own liking. So today I want to start off with some icebreaker questions for a Christian, as a Christian, such as myself. I hope that you will enjoy the questions and also the answers. And I didn't rehearse this beforehand, so it's something I just Googled, just like Christian icebreaker questions. And I found some questions that I'm like, okay, I can probably do those. And so here I go. And I also, as I'm doing the questions myself, I want you to also think about it and try to answer them for yourself. You may not be a Christian at this time, but I hope that it will bring you joy, or something will spark you, and you will say, man, I want that joy or that peace that she has. So here we go. One, I'm looking at my phone. If I'm looking down, what is your favorite worship song or hymn, and explain its significance to you? Let's say my favorite worship song is You Right My Wrongs, You Say That I Am Free, yeah. It's that song. I don't know who sings that. Let me see. Who sings this song? You right my wrongs, you say that I am. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Lauren Dangle, or Daigle. Her last name is Daigle. She's a Christian singer. I'm not gonna play the song, but but it's Lauren Daigle. The song is "You Say." That's my favorite song. And another, I know it's not a Christian song, but or at least I don't think it is. But "Lean on Me." That movie back in the day was like one of my favorite movies. Lean on me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be a friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on, lean on. That's like my daughter is dancing in the background. That's like one of my favorite songs. I don't think that's a Christian song, but I know when I'm going through, or when things are getting me upset, or I'm just feeling flustered, or like God, like man, sometimes that song just jumps in my spirit as well. Lean on me. I know I can't sing, y'all, but if y'all watch my other videos, listen, I do not care that I cannot sing. I am gonna use my voice because God is pleased. Okay, so moving on. You can say like one question, but I put two. But hey. So the other question is, what Bible character do you relate to the most? So this Bible character that I would say I would relate to the most is the woman with the issue of blood. Um, Back in grammar school, I know that I was diagnosed with polycystic ovaries, and my menstrual was irregular. For those who have polycystic ovaries, you know that your menstrual is not regular, right? And early on, the doctor's like, okay, you need to get on birth control to regulate your hormones, blah, blah, blah. So men, do not tune out on me if you're watching my channel, this video, because this can be something that can help your daughter or help, your wife or your significant other or your cousin, your niece, whoever it may be, what woman or girl may be around you. This can help them. So don't tune out. Don't check out yet, okay? Because polycystic ovaries is something that I really struggled with until like later on in my years in college, and I lost my weight. And of course, through prayer and saying, God, I need to get my menstrual regular, because early on in grammar school, when we found out that I had polycystic ovaries, I was told that I wouldn't have children. Okay, and so fast forward now, I have a daughter, but I believe that it was through praying and it was through losing my weight, as well. So that's the character that relates most to me, is the woman. I don't think she had a name in the Bible. She just goes by the woman with the issue of blood. And what she did was, that story is powerful to me because as Jesus was walking past her, right? And there's a crowd of people and he walking past. And this woman she been to doctors, she's been to all the natural paths, that you can go to, home. She probably does home remedies and all that stuff, and nothing worked. She literally was bleeding for years. Okay, and when Jesus walked past, she touched the hem of Jesus' garment, his cloak, and her issue, with her blood, it stopped, it ceased. So imagine a woman, and ladies, if you hear me, if you there with me, you can nod your head, because baby, let me tell you, I know I've had my menstrual was so irregular to where there were times where I would be bleeding, or it was like I was on my menstrual for months, weeks. Your menstrual is only supposed to last for like a week. For some of them, I'm getting up in age now, but for some of you all, it may be 3 or 4 days tops, and that's it. For me now, it's maybe like 6-7 days, but it's only supposed to last a week. So imagine being on your menstrual for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Oh my gosh. So that story, it brings me to tears because she knew that, or whatever sparked up into her, the spirit said, like, I tried everything I could do. I tried the natural paths, the holistic paths. I tried everything, the hand-me-down, recipes and therapies from my grandma and them, and that did not work. But only if I can touch the hem of his garment, And when she did, she was healed. And she was healed so much so that it was almost like she zapped the energy from Jesus, and Jesus had to turn around like, wait a minute, who touched me? That's what he said in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Go ahead and read it. He said, who touched me? Who was that? And also just it shows that how much faith. She said, look, I done tried everything. This has to work. This is the guy who I've been hearing, who's done miracles and blessed people and brought people from the dead and you know, cast out demons from people. This is the God that, you know, made a blind man see. I need to touch him. If I can just touch his toes. No, she didn't touch his toes, but you know, she touched his coat, his you know, cloak. As we call now jacket, or if you will, or his clothes or cloth. And it's just so powerful. I can talk about that story all day. But moving on. Yeah. If you could ask God one question, what would it be? Oh my gosh. If I could ask God one question, what would it be? I don't know. This question, I don't know if it's saying like, because it got me thinking like, okay, if I can ask God one question like now, like just in praying, like as, you know, like just as a, we are now sitting here talking, you know, one question to God now, or like when I pass, you know, when I'm there in front of Jesus or God and saying, you know, so I'm not sure about that, but I would say if it was now, right, just me talking and me looking up towards heaven and saying, God, I would like to know, it would be what age, at what age will you call me home? I don't want to know the details. I don't want to know anything else. Because they say if you just ask one question, I think that would be my question. God, what age? At what age will you call me home? How has your faith inspired a decision you've made in the past week? How has your faith inspired a decision you've made in the past week? Well, I will say this week, or in the past week, starting this YouTube channel. I'm starting this YouTube channel because I really want to help somebody. I really want to help someone break through. Whether you're a new Christian, you're not a Christian, whether you've been a Christian for 20 some years, 30 years, 40 years plus, I hope that you watching my channel will refresh you, revitalize you, rejuvenize you in your Christian walk, as well as give you hope and peace and encouragement. You see, I done been through a lot of stuff. I'll be 37 this year. At 36 years old, I done been through some things. I done seen some things. And, you know, I hope that my testimonies will help you break through to the other side. If there's any doubts, that I can encourage you. Right? There's a lot of things that, we go through in life.
Okay.
And we're hurting. We can be in our families. We can be married. We can have a lot of friends, right? And we can still feel alone. We can still feel by ourselves. Some way or the other, we can still feel like it's me against the world. Even though we have a close-knit family, even though we have friendships, even though we have our parents, and on the flip side of that, you may not have your parents. You may not have a lot of friends. You may not have people who you can talk to, who you can turn to, who you can call on and say, hey, pray for me. I'm struggling right now. I really need guidance right now. I need, spiritual wisdom right now. I need spiritual discernment, that you will help me. You will, come in enjoyment and agreement with me on this prayer, on this thing or this situation. We need people to help us walk through what we're going through, what we're facing, what we're dealing with, what we're going to deal with that we don't know yet. We need someone to hold our hand, to walk with us, to let us know, I got you. It's going to be okay. I got you. It's going to be okay. You got this. Right? I don't know how many times I done started YouTube, uploaded YouTube videos, deleted them, uploaded, deleted them. Because I was like, I don't want to show my face. Or I don't want to, And up until recently, like I said, God has said, someone needs to hear your voice. Someone needs to hear your story. Someone needs to hear you. And so here I am. You got me. So be blessed again. Be blessed. This channel, I will talk about a lot of things, a lot of different things, a lot of different elements that's happening in our world. Again, for me, I've always been someone that thought outside the box, that does think outside the box. I've always been different than my peers. I am that. Even in high school, I was different. I was kind of like, I didn't sit with the cliquey people and the bougie people and the gothic people or the tech people, nerds, or whatever you may call it. I sat with, like, if I seen you in high school, if I seen you sitting at a table by yourself, I will come and sit at that table with you. And I am still that type of person to this day. Because I truly believe that we are all family. We are all one. And you never know what somebody is going through.